town, where we hopefully can buy new supplies. Just a bit further, Ivan. You said don't disturb the guy. Don't disturb him. Oh, intense! Ivan's scream chills you as it echoes off a cliff a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. And Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. This is killing him, she says, and I won't let that happen. The tone is dark and cold. What's the alternative? She says nothing but looks towards the rear of the caravan. Governor Raga and many others from Burskala are back there. You told me the clansmen are upon. Ivan must try. There's no time for me to explain, Juno says. Volka returns to Ivan's side and soon screams erupt from behind you. You turn in time to see people falling away and Raga pulled to safety by one of his guards. As the rest of the caravan pushes forward in fear, the governor glances at you with suspicion. I didn't even say that! Not only are you going game over by decision, it just automatically happens. What? I thought the decision was to kill Ivan or save the caravan, but no. The caravan just gets discarded. Watch your step.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdalur. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsá River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed this place. From the massive Vrall to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to push a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery grey fingers running over a redstone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you, no stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest. Before facing the tasks of the new day. We lost so much. Damn. A red skill icon shows that some of your units are injured. Use the rest tent to pass time and heal. Full recovery might take several days. Heroes, ruins. Oh, that's rest? Oh, I see. Alright, at least morale's good. And the heroes are back up, I take it. Yeah. Back to our original party. Although, I wouldn't mind going... Oddleif has 2 armor break. You also have 2 armor break. You do have extra score though. Ivan. Wait, Ivan is not with us. Oh god, is he dead? I guess he's in no shape to fight at least. Shit. need to promote you. Because you need that item. Hunker down. 22 resist 1 armor damage. Or Titan straps. 22 resist regen 1 armor per turn. No, get the hunker down. Definitely. There you go. You're a tank now, Moger. And you need to catch up as well. Rank 4. Can you carry something that is awesome? +2 strength. Always good on any class. Yeah, I wanted to upgrade Gun Elf, right? But we might need it for food. Although we do have 27 days. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Ruins. That's what we need to click, I guess. Yeah. Better let someone like me check out that place, Ekel says, carrying on. Searching for whatever's left in the ruins on the side of a cliff? Could be dangerous. We joined you around Frostfeller. We've never been sure of his motivations. Yeah, this was the crazy guy that appeared to be a really good guy, actually. Saved our lives. Helped us along the way. So, a nice guy that at first appeared crazy, which was pretty interesting. What do you mean by someone like you? Or I can handle it. Or fine, but take some others with you. What do you mean by someone like you? The throwaway type. Before you can say anything, he holds up a hand. There'd be no wet eyes around here if I were missing. That's a famed fact. Can't say the same for you though. Take some others with you. Afraid I'll find something of value and run? Might have crossed my mind. Calls to a few others nearby and they head off towards the collapsing structure. Later, you hear a building collapsing and more dust rising. Ekel and the others return, but he's in a foul mood. Fame, idiots! Hiding out like that. Could have killed us all and we got nothing to show for it. Hey, in the morning. What's up? How you doing? He storms past you. Damn do-gooders like you. I try acting that way, try saving them, and almost die for it. Okay. So there was probably someone in that building. And they didn't manage to save them. That sucks. Ivor stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the unconscious Mendel's breathing. Oh, that's why he can't fight. He's unconscious. Oh, he isn't dead. Whew. Took a lot out of him. I never want him to do something like that again. I'll let you tell that to the man who can pull lightning from the sky and lift rocks to form bridges. Impressive as his strength may be, you notice how the use of power attacks the mender. He looks older. Where's Juno? I figured she'd be by Ivan's side. Just as Ivor shrugs, Oddleaf abruptly enters the room. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave and some of our people want to go with them. Ivor, think we can stop them? Or let them, it's their choice, or what? Why? Let's talk to Ivor, he knows Farls. Maybe, but then what? Do you plan on tying up all the Ravens and dragging them to Aberang? Besides, Bulwark's a rabid dog, best keep away from clansmen. But the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time and they're trying to take off with them.
Now stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns.
Stand down, you son of a yacht!
I can't calm him. His fury. Here they are, just as I said. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. Oh my god. Really? This will get his attention. What have you done? It worked! Bulwark, hear me! The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bulwark quietly. Hakan grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Irsa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. I love how they, in the texts and stuff, how they repeat what their roles were in the Banner Saga 1. So when people can't remember actually what happened in the Banner Saga 1 or who was this character, those kind of moments, they like repeat it. Yes, like Irsa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards. You're like, oh right, when we picked up Prince Ludin, there was this mysterious woman called Irsa. Well, we didn't know she was called Irsa at the time, but she was always at his side and always silent and all that stuff. And then she eventually started talking. Like, it comes back to you. It's just insane how just with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra words in a sentence that they didn't even have to place. They place it there and you're like, oh, it triggers you into thinking what it was again. It's great. Clever trick, witch. This time. You fall are just too easy. However you knew how to do that, thank you. Oh, why are Varl so frightened by fire? Why are Varl so frightened by fire? Careful, young one. The wrong Varl hears you implying weakness and you'll have a horn through you before anyone can stop him. You didn't answer the girl's question. The woman's eyes twinkle with mischief and even her stern look won't silence her. They were formed by a hard pork, the way you'd make a loaf. Kneaded dough, shaped and cooked. They remember the heat, the pain. It can scare them to death. That's enough from you. Irsa's laughter bounces off the broken buildings with eerie results as she walks away to the prince's tent. That one has a strange ability to annoy me. And what about Bulwark's strange ability to go crazy? I suppose no one told you he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einartoft. The Valking laughs at your blank expression. Berserks lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears, and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. King Hakan, do you... Enough with the king formalities. I've been Hakan before your Amma was alive and it works just fine. Sorry, Hakan. Do you mind telling me why two Varl leaders just tried to kill each other? I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he tucked away. Couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistens in Hakan's eyes when he looks at Bulwark. Why does he want to leave? He's free to leave and some of those supplies are rightfully his, or I'd like to know if something like this is going on. Why does he want to leave? Says you've been bad luck ever since arriving in Boersgard. I can't say I blame him for that. The two of you actually laugh for a moment. I bet his main reason for leaving is just to be in charge again. Run jobs and keep his ravens in line. Like most of us, he's looking for something normal to grab onto. Whatever his reason, I hate that some of us are going with him. We've done what we can for them. Be generous and split your supplies. Punish them by giving them nothing. Offer Raven enough supplies to last a couple of days. Let's offer them enough supplies to last a couple of days. We've got a lot of mouths to feed. The Ravens can make do with a couple days of food and live off the land afterwards. That sounds about right. You've got a better head than me for these things. Now, let's see what we can find in what's left of this place. Chapter 9. Cast the hone into the air. Oh, we're playing as Bulwark now? That's an interesting twist. Holy shit, and we only gave him a few supplies! And suddenly we're playing them. Wait. You glare at the clansmen and fall settled among the ruins of Ormstal and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Everyone be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Volka ignores your comment. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid of me to challenge her calm? Not really my place to say. Since when has that stopped you? The shield maiden grins. We could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. You play it too safe. Their plans almost took us over a Fane waterfall. I decided we'll find work in Bindle. Their plans almost took us over a Fane waterfall. That's totally in character. That waterfall surprised us all. Of course, it will be nice to be on our own again. We make it to Bindle, get a job, get things back to normal. We always survive. And what about all those dead edge? If they make it across the chasm, it will be war. War's always been good for business. Volka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Ulvik, could I have a word with you? Haven't you said enough? I'll hear her out. Volka's right. We're done talking. What's to keep me from gutting you right here? I think option 2 is the most in character option. That we're done talking because he's like a grumpy guy. But I'll choose 1. I'll hear her out. That's totally out of character, I know. But I want to hear what she has to say. Well, I won't. I'll finish the packet. The two of you watch Volka stomp off, but not too far. She's protective of you. Get on with it. I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, the banner of yours is worthless. You step toward her, towering above the tall Volka, though she stands resolute. In Borsgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge threat. They're across the damn chasm. That job's done. Agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk into the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust. Volka's secrets. You would turn down the Mender Council's coin? What's in the cart? Where's the coin? Is this some kind of pity offer, Weaver? What's in the cart? If you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice to say, you have a Volka's oath for a great deal of coin once you have sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindle is my suggestion. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere, I will know, as will the other Volka. Besides, the ravens always finish their jobs. That reputation means everything to you. I should have just dumped the card into the chasm when I had the chance. God darn it. You growl, but she's right. Fine. The Raven's oath. It will be done. Juno nods and walks away. Volka watches her leave and returns to your side. Now what? Now we have a job. Sure could use some more supplies in our cart, a Raven says, tightening his belt. Kinda miss having those other folks around. They might not have been worth that damn in the fight, but they know how to track animals and spot berries just about anywhere. Others agree. Sounds like you need practice. Start hunting. Or I can track better than any of them. Or quit complaining or you're on half rations. On one hand I would say 1, because he like puts his people down under. But on the other, I can track better than any of them. And if I succeed, if I fail, it's a fail. But if I succeed, they will be more respectful of my rule. I mean, we're now playing a Thrall, which is like Viking giant culture, which is probably based on war and being able to provide and stuff like that. So I'll go hunt myself. You set out in the distance and distance yourself from the ravens who come with you. The wind carries various scents and you find the one which you're looking. An hour later, the hunting party finds you spattered with blood of 2 large deer. With no bow in your possession, they're awestruck. They carry the venison back to the others amid excited chatter. Yes! Renown, supplies. Perfect. A group of new recruits from Bursgard and the previous caravan are loosely gathered behind Mogan, a skilled thresher with a scar across his face. Felt like a good time to introduce myself. Mogan. Ah, Mogan and Hogan went either their separate ways, or they went with. So he's part. Mogan is part of a. This guy. It's part of a twin, Mogan and Hogan. And either he went with the Ravens and Hogan went with the other caravan, or they came together with the Ravens. Thought you were with the Let's clan. Pah, she's even worse than her father about trying to save everyone. She didn't appreciate this chaotic gift of no gods, no rules, and plenty of chances of fighting. There's a few rules to being a Raven. Most important is following my orders. Of course, yeah. But what about this giant cart that Volka had us lugging around? Something in his tone signals a primal warning inside you. That has nothing to do with you. Well, the way I see it, or we see it, he motions to the fighters around him. She's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at our riches. We're mercenaries, you idiots. We're paid to run jobs, not steal from who hired us. Is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say. Get past me and it's all yours. The guard stays closed. Back away or I kill you in front of your friends. Let's take a look. Get past me and it's all yours. Let's go in character, guys. I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, another Warhawk. 2 move, 1 drawing. -1 drawing aggro. Yes, on a Warhawk. Nice. Alright, so Berserk guy. We have to check out what these guys all do because Curl the Weak. Bolverk becomes a wild animal on the battlefield, hunting down the weakest of his opponents and driving himself to greater renown with an additional turn for every kill. As long as he has willpower and continues to kill targets, Bolverk can continue to use his ability. Damn! Holy shit. That's good. Spa? What is Spa? Oh, he's an archer, okay. Insult. Oh, he's a Skald. Oh, he's a Skald with a bow. The Skald delivers an insult that is so cutting and personal that the target is literally stunned for a moment and has to pause to collect himself. Insulted enemies move into the last place of the enemy initiative queue. Interesting. Bursey. Oh, Bursey went with them, okay. Akil also went with him? Oh, crap. That sucks. Causing all units adjacent to be knocked back, friend or foe. Affected units take strength damage +1. Strength for each tile they are pushed, okay. Volka is a Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden stands ready to insert herself between your allies and any attacking enemy. Adjacent allies have all damage from attacks against them halved, but the Shield Maiden also receives a half damage attack from the same enemy. Huh. Interesting. I guess she needs to go like that. And you need to go later on, because when the enemy is damaged, you need to finish them off. So Bulwark has to be later on, after all the damage has been done. Alright, so let's do this! Archer and shield people. Any Raven gets knocked down by this lot and he'll answer to me. Ah! Oh, across the fire. Noob. Hello, noob. Hey, sup? How much willpower do you have? 5, okay. Okay, use some to break his armor, that's fine. Oh, the archer comes forward. That's ballsy. Oh, they're totally targeting him. Okay. You're stuck. Damn it. He does have a bow. But apparently he can't target anyone with it. Crap. I didn't tactic it well enough. Oops. Hey Sky, what's up? The Banner Saga is cool, man. The Banner Saga is cool. Great game. Really enjoying myself. Oh, hello Archer. Goodbye Archer. Those kind of people. Yuck. I don't think he even comes in combat. He does though. Ow. How is it comparing to one? Pretty much the same actually. Wait. An adjacent ally, alright. What kind of protection was that? All allies protected. Boom, we slay you. What kind of protection was that? Jeez. It's kind of the same actually. The only thing that really differentiates it from one is the fact that you have a lot more decisions and a lot less combat. So there's not a lot of combat going on. There are a lot of decisions going on though. Strength damage -2. Strength damage. It's 3 strength damage. No, we can't do it. We have to like, kill him like this. But yeah, that's the only real difference that I'm noticing now. Is a lot less combat and a lot more decisions. I mean, we've had like what, 2 or 3 combats so far? And we've been playing for 3.5 hours? 3 hours and 20 minutes? And we've got like maybe 2 or 3 combats so far? The rest is all decision. All decision making, all story. Which is pretty cool, I guess, but most of the, or some of the decisions are really crap. Like, you make a decision because you think it's a better decision. Because you think, like, if... Alright, there was one decision, for example, where we had to, like, either dump one card or family members, like a card with something else, or family members or food. Card with food, card with family members, or a card with something else. And I chose to dump the card with food to save as much people as possible. So I assumed that my choice would dump the card of food and get as many as people as possible alive and safe across. And we were crossing a bridge that was falling apart. So I was like, okay, we dump the food, we'll care about food on the other side, we have to get as many people across first. But then an NPC jumps in and starts dumping people, which is like, but I just made the food choice, which is really weird. And that's, you know, some of those choices, like, huh. So I make choice A, but option B happens. Which is like weird. But other than that, yeah, I enjoy it. The story is still great. The animation style, they're actually like moving cinematics in this game now. They weren't there in Banner Saga 1, but now there's like moving cinematics and stuff in that animation style. So good. The story is still good, the characters are still compelling. I mean, it's cool, man. Combat has improved. Volkar grabs Mugen by the hand, pulls him up to stand in front of you. He's beaten but not broken. Something you can respect. Bad for business if we let people think they can get away with challenging you. Oh, the shield maiden. Bad for business if we let people think they can get away with challenging you. The shield maiden says. You thumb the edge of one axe while staring down at the man. Let him live. Barely. The blunt end of Volka's spear takes out Mogan's legs and he falls to the ground. Several ravens deliver kicks to his ribs and arms, teaching him the consequences of disobeying orders. When they're finished, it's clear he won't be worth much for days. Some of our heroes are injured and need rest in the camp. Yeah, no shit, you just injured your own hero. But in any case, it is a good point to rest in the camp. Because I am done for the evening. We have been playing the Banner Saga. We've been dipping for the first time in the Banner Saga 2. And yeah, like I said, like I just explained to Sky, some of the decisions feel like you decide A but option B happens, which could be a nice twist, but in a game like this, I just feel that choosing option A and option A actually happening, and then you don't know what the consequences are, but option A is actually happening, I think that is a better way to approach things in games like this, where options have such dire consequences. You'd rather have the options laid out in front of you and then choose between two evils than have, or at least I do, have my options rather, laid out to me and know what's going to happen, but I have to choose between two crappy options, rather than having to choose between two crappy options and choosing option 1 and option 2 happens. Which kind of convolutes it. It's cool as a storytelling mechanic, the oh my god twist, but in a game where so much is on the line and where it's so hard to keep people alive already and stuff like that, I feel that just adds more to the stress than it's worth for the surprise, sort of. So yeah, I don't know. But other than the aside from those 1 or 2 events where that happened, it has a great art style. It even expands on the art style with moving cinematics and voice acting for the first time in this game, which are all great. It still has compelling characters, a great story, compelling characters, great story, cool cinematics. Combat system, is still as awesome as it always was. It has some additions with cover and everything, but it's still as simplistic yet easy to learn yet hard to master sort of thing that it always was. So cool there, kudos there. Yeah, it's still a great game. It is still a great game. The moment I started this game up, I fell back in love with it. Like second, boom, line 1, bam, and I was back into it. So definitely gonna be playing this some more, obviously. This is one of the main games that I'll be rotating through my holiday period. The other game that I'm rotating through my holiday period is Dark Souls 2, which we shall continue this Wednesday. This Wednesday is my next stream, once again from 8 p.m. till 11, as per usual, 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. Central European Summertime. I'll be continuing the trek through Dark Souls 2, and yeah, that's cool. That's it. Also, this Friday evening, again 8 p.m. Central European Summertime, I'll be playing Warhammer to the War with Book. We'll be continuing our multiplayer Dwarf/Empire co-op campaign. Chaos Comes. And this Saturday, once again, 8 p.m. Central European Summertime, I will be over at Bookfish's channel. Let me twitch.tv/bookfish35. That channel, there you go. For Dungeons and Dragons. We'll be continuing the Dungeons and Dragons campaign that has been going on for quite some time. We've already have, I don't know how many episodes. We've been playing for like a year or something. And the campaign continues. And yeah, I'm the Dungeon Master. We've got Bookfish as a player and some of our other friends. Daydreamer, King of Nothing. Who are the other two? The nicknames. I know their real names, but the nicknames just... Amelware and Haystack. There you go. I know them. Yeah, as players, and then me as the Dungeon Master. And they are currently exploring a cave-like dungeon thing, in order to restore a orb where a god is trapped inside. A god is trapped inside the orb, and they're trying to get him out. Yeah, that is about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will be back this Wednesday for more Dark Souls. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. So I'll see you all on Wednesday for my deaths. Thanks guys, so long.